Hey, taking no credit for the music in the background here in a bookstore that I happen to be hanging out in, just kind of gather my thoughts. The song, hey, everybody wants money, right? But does money really fix everything? Well, it can fix some things, but it depends on where your priorities lie. So, when we talk about what we talked about last Tuesday, what the family? Sometimes family will put strains on you that will drain your finances, but more than anything else, it can drain your soul. Remember, we talked about our soul being our mind, our will, our choices that we make, of course, and our imagination, all of our emotions, and all of the things we filter into our mind, our intellect. So it's kind of interesting that I'm sitting here in a bookstore in the children's section. It was full of imagination, but we have to be very, very careful about what we allow into our ear gate. We talked about that last week. The ear gate, the eye gate, the imagination, the emotions, what comes out of the mouth, the issues of the heart. Don't let people cause you to feel broken to where they make you think that you can't be restored. Okay? I whispered that because I want to make sure you know it's especially for you. Don't let people put you in an emotional bind to where you feel you cannot be restored. Okay? So, interesting things happened to me this past week that I did not anticipate happening. And it's usually like a roller coaster. Some things go well, and 24, 48 hours later or less, the unexpected happens. So we have to really learn to pause. I want you all to pause with me for a minute and do an exercise that I think will help you, and it certainly helps me to focus, because usually if you're angry, I've learned, and this is also tested out, if you're angry, don't outburst. Just, you take the hit. It's like, okay, breathe, wait at least 2 minutes before you open your mouth and say a word. The person in the room with you may look at you like you're crazy, but they'll know that something's going on in silence, because in silence there's a lot of wisdom. We don't always want to speak our minds because sometimes our minds just aren't right. Saw a quote that said, common sense doesn't grow in everybody's garden. Okay? Some people's gardens in their minds are full of weeds. Some people are just full of sewage, just nasty. But you have the right to pick and select your own mindset neighborhood. So you just decide where you're going to dwell in your mind, not with mind-altering drugs, not with alcohol, not with food addiction, not with sex, not with just running away. How are you going to deal with it to where it brings peace in your soul, peace in your mind, peace in your emotions, peace in your will or your choices, peace in your intellect, and peace, it's perfect peace. Mind, will, emotions, intellect, and then you imagine with all the beautiful creativity that God gave you, where do you want to be? What mindset neighborhood do you want to be in? So having said that, I will see you ladies hopefully real soon, once I do what I have to do because of the things that were unanticipated, unexpected, and unimaginable. But God's got this, and God's got you, and I appreciate you. Let's continue to learn from each other. I'll see you at the next women's group meeting there at the Cerenity Recovery Cafe in Anderson, Indiana. God bless you. Never let them see you fret, sweat, or regret.